Happy Sunday, dear brothers and sisters, and thank you for joining us on the Healing Eucharist from the Capamilya channel. And this Sunday is, of course, the Sunday dedicated for praying for the poor. Naku mga kapatid, lalo po sa ating kapanahunan ngayon, kung saan may mga sigalot, may mga conflict, may mga violence going on around the world. It is with sadness that we hear this news, and so we are urged to pray for a lot of people, civilians, innocent people who are suffering because of what's going on, the war, 2 wars in fact, around the world. And not to mention, the economy is still trying to recover from the effects of pandemic. Ang taas-taas pa rin ang ating mga bilihin at malamang tataas pa rin yan sa mga darating na araw. And so, marami po sa ating mga kapatid ang talagang naghihikaos. Mas kailangan talaga natin na makatulong sa ating mga kapwa na nangangailangan. If there are any ways at all na may kakayanan tayo na makatulong at may mga pamamaraan where we can, for example, donate for the sake of the poor, please, brothers and sisters, agahan nyo na yung pamasko ninyo sa sarili nyo. Yung sarili, because you invest for yourself, for your salvation, for your virtue, by giving it to others, not to yourself. Unusual yung ating Christian principle na tinuro ng Panginoon, ano? You invest, you plant, you give, magpapalawak ka ng yaman, hindi din lang dito sa lupa, kulit higit sa lahat, doon sa kabila. At ang pamamaraan lamang is when we learn how to give. And so, brothers and sisters, alam niyo ang ating ebanghelyo ngayon is also about investing somehow. The parable of the talents from Matthew chapter 25. I'm sure, most likely, when the Lord mentioned this parable, both during His time, the time of the gospel, at sa ating kapanahunan, it is with a little bit wondering, why would the Lord give such a parable about this master, sabi nga dito sa gospel, where you gather where you did not plant, you gather the harvest without planting. Ganong klaseng master ito. Alam nyo, naalala ko dyan, extortionist. Ang dami sa ating panahon ngayon, ang mga nanloloko na kumikita sila dahil sa iba. Instead na makatulong, yung iba pa ang pinagkukuhanan. No, they gather where they did not plant. No, and so, why would the Lord do and picture a master something like that? Well, it's not so much the master probably, but the truth that the parable is teaching us. Tingnan po natin, because the parable is allegorical, meaning may mga pahagi ng kwento na may pakahulugan, like the master is Christ Himself, and God Himself. What we can learn from that one? Number one, very important, I'm even touched by it. Being entrusted by the master with such a wealth. Sabi ng mga Bible scholars, yung talent, hindi lang yun yung talent sa pagsayaw o pagkanta. Marami na rin tayo nun. But the talent during their time is really actually money. And that money ay hindi maliit na bagay, malaking halaga. Yung pagkatiwalaan ka ng malaking bagay, that is already something that the King of the universe, the Creator of everything, the one who owns everything, will entrust to us, mere mortals, this earth, our common home. The resources that we enjoy, most of them still free. The air that we breathe, the sunshine, and everything, life itself as a gift entrusted to us by the Master, by the Creator. To be entrusted with something, ay naku, mga kapatid, alagaan natin yung pagtitiwala na yan. Denzel Washington, yung isang sikat na artista, I just read one of his saying that is attributed to him. Sabi niya, well, there's a difference between making a mistake and breaking the trust. When we make a mistake, you can be forgiven. Forgive if people make a mistake. But once you break the trust, paano mo makakalimutan yon? that is very difficult to build up once again. So we can make a mistake, but do not break the trust of others. So when it comes to material wealth, brothers and sisters, I'm sure that most of you who are joining us in this Mass are very honest people of integrity, no? Who will be responsible with wealth, with material resources that has been entrusted with us. Mapagkakatiwalaan ka. But for most, sana, no, ay ma-develop pa natin, lalo na sa ating mga Pilipino, yung mapagkakatiwalaan tayo ng ibang tao. At ang Panginoon na nagtiwala sa atin ng mga bagay ay ganun din. So, this master in today's parable is one who entrusted. At ano tayo? We are mere stewards. May stewardship, very important concept sa social teachings of the church, yung stewardship natin, again with the environment and with many others that the Lord has given us. And also in today's gospel, yung maganda yung sinabi dito, each servants were entrusted with different talents, iba-iba, according to his ability. Bakit nga ba tayo hindi pare-parehong marunong kumanta, o marunong magsayaw, o marunong magsalita, o pare-pareho ng itsura? Iba-iba ang ipinagkatiwala sa atin ng Panginoon according to our abilities. And that echoes yung sinasabi natin na hindi ka bibigyan ng Panginoon ng mga bagay o pagsubok na hindi mo kakayanin. It is always the Lord distributes and gives according to our abilities. So, hindi tayo pagkakalooban ng Panginoon na hindi naman niya din tayo tutulungan ng either external or internal resources to be able to make use of what He has given us. And then, continuing in today's gospel, the master went away. Went away, absent seemingly, but then at a time we do not know. At a time that is not predicted by the servants, He will come. No? He will come with a surprise, with a bang, and then makes an accounting. Ito pong tema na to, of the certainty of Jesus' return, yung kanyang muling pagbabalik, certain na yan. Sinabi niya na, itaga mo na sa bato yan. Ang hindi lang natin alam, kailan. As always. So narinig na natin yan. And so the message of always being prepared. Lagi tayong handa at lagi tayong matatagpuan ng Panginoon na responsible at magaling sa ating ginagawa. But finally, tungkol dun sa investment about these three servants and being given the talent, and what did they do with those talents? No? Yung una, napalago niya, magaling na businessman. No? Sana all. Sana lahat tayo marunong magpalago. Yung pagsunod kay Kristo, pagsunod sa Diyos, it can be a way of prosperity. Not the only one. Pero there is a practical advice here for us. Yung marunong tayong magpalago ng mga bagay na ibinigay sa atin. But what really caught my attention in today's gospel, yung third, yung nagtago. No, tinago niya lang dahil sa takot, ibinaon niya na lang, and then yung ibinigay sa kanya, hindi lumago. There is a popular saying that says, the only real failure in life is the failure to try. Yung hindi mo man lang sinubukan, yung hindi mo man lang ginawa. And so, ang naisip ko dyan, parang sayang. Sayang yung opportunity kung nagamit lamang natin yung panahon at yung ating privilege at yung opportunity na binigay sa atin. Who knows? What if ginamit natin yon, and then maybe it could have bore fruit in many ways. So, there is that opportunity na pinagkakalob sa atin ng Panginoon, brothers and sisters, subukan man lang natin. Ba't hindi natin subukang magbago? Bakit hindi natin subukang magsilbi? Bakit hindi natin subukang magbigay? Maybe yung pagsusubok na yan with our action, the Lord will bless our efforts. So brothers and sisters, our gospel today, and this, the 33rd Sunday in Ordinary Time, papalapit na po tayo sa end ng liturgical year. At next Sunday is already Christ the King Feast. Sana mapag-isip-isip natin sa ating sarili. Ano nga po ba ang mga pinaggagawa natin sa mga bagay na ipinagkaloob sa atin ng Panginoon? Masasabi kaya ng Panginoon sa atin na good and faithful servant? Masasabi kaya ng Panginoon sa atin na well done? Sana nga po na ang ating buhay is always a well-done job, that we can be called by Jesus as a good and faithful servant. Amen.